All right, all right, all right. We are live, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is our special, unscheduled. Well, this was scheduled live broadcast. My name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I'm the founder and CEO of Ivy League Crypto Academy, and I am Vice Admiral in the Vara Ambassador Universe. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys have enjoyed your Saturday so far. We're going to be covering the live showcase of the ignition, or they call it the ignite ignition showcase dev diary from yesterday. And we're gonna and this is for those who watched it but you don't fully understand everything that's going on. If they're using what I like to call nerd language. Hold on one second, let me get this prepped. All right. And they're using nerd language and you don't know what it means, but everybody's excited, and you should feel excited as well, but you don't know why. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do the crypto whisperer for you, the Fusion whisperer, and we're going to watch this live, and I'll pause at certain points that I think needs commentary. And last time I did this, I didn't plan to do the showcase, but I'm glad I did, because I actually saw some things I didn't see the first time. So now you guys see why, those of you in my ILCA community, why I do crypto talks in the morning. It's not because I just want to broadcast and be entertaining and teach, because I'm learning, and I know that if I've got the camera on and I'm broadcasting live, I'm paying attention. I am easily distracted. When you are self-employed, you work for yourself and you work from home, and I've got a bunch of toys all around me to play with and things to distract me, I don't pay full attention. But if I know you guys are watching me, I'm forced to pay attention. So we're going to go into the showcase tonight. Let's recognize a couple of you guys that are on here. You go ahead and type your name in the chat box. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. But it is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. I just provide value for entertainment, training, and educational purposes only. So I see Mr. Albert from Connecticut. Welcome, welcome. Joyce Easley from South Carolina. Good evening, everyone here in Rangers World Series, Arlington, Texas. That must be Miss Debbie. I think that's Miss Debbie. Daryl Weston from Texas. Good evening. Was I saying good morning? Throwing me off here. Kenny Taylor from Los Angeles. Tammy Gully from Florida. Good evening, good evening. Leonard Long on the go, but still here to listen. Jacqueline Briggs from St. Petersburg, Florida. Facebook user saying good evening. I'm not sure who that is. Pelvis Lofties from Corpus Christi, Texas. Marnita Casa from Colorado. I see Mr. Albert from Connecticut. All right, so let's jump on into this. Facebook user from Colorado. Linda Wright from Virginia. Okay, so, all right, Dev Diary, new showcase. We're streaming everywhere and in the Vara Hub group. I see you, Jerry B. from the Glory Land, Auburn, Alabama. That's the Glory Land, huh? See Janelle from Colorado. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's get this up and running here. Week 2.
Hi, I'm Greg Stevens. I'm the founder of Dark Fusion Holdings, and welcome to our second Ignite event, an in-depth exploration of Fusion1 and the incredible opportunity.
First, I'm liking the color scheme here. There's so many divisions now within the Vara space. Vara kind of have the orange and black type feel to it. Then we have Dark Fusion kind of has the blue and black feel to it. And now we have Fusion1 that's kind of got now the green and white, the light bright colors to this. Yeah, I pay attention to this little stuff here.
Opportunities awaiting you as Vara ambassadors within this revolutionary blockchain ecosystem. This is a soundbite overview of our roadmap leading up to our grand Fusion1 launch in December. Now, let's discover all there is to know about Fusion1. So what is Fusion1?
Oh, by the way, those of you guys that is trying to build this, I would strongly suggest you take this opportunity, go to my Facebook page and share this to your groups. Every time I do a presentation, share it. You don't have to do the presentation, but you can get in front of people.
It's the revolutionary gateway to the Bitcoin future that simplifies access to a wide range of decentralized products, tools, and features.
That is key right there. Unlocking $685 billion worth of liquidity.
Empowering users and entrepreneurs with access to the world of blockchain technology. Now, guys, it's important to understand what we are achieving by bridging the way to the Bitcoin future. It's all about creating new opportunities and value for you as ambassadors. And the moment to create them is now. With our simple contract language, allowing us to access this sleeping giant that is Bitcoin with its $700 billion worth of liquidity on chain. This is what we are tapping into as a network through Vara. It's never been done before until now. But why is bridging the Bitcoin gap so important? Let's look at the problems within the existing ecosystems. Well, before you can understand the opportunity, you've got to understand what the problem is that we're solving. What are we really doing here?
All right, this is a key to understand. When I look at blockchain businesses that I want to invest in or be involved with, I'm only looking for projects that have a real world use case to it. Not just some pie in the sky idea, some grand, noble thing that, is just a hope, a dream, and a wish. This is what happened in the 90s when the internet first came about. In the wild, wild west of the internet, anybody with computing programming skills to create a website got rich off of stuff that had nothing to do with any real world application, just ideas. Anybody that came up with an idea, a Fortune 500 company will give you 50 million for it. But then you had the dot-com burst, the bubble burst, the crash in the early 2000s. And 90% of those businesses were wiped out. The ones that remained were the ones that actually had a real world use case. They were solving a problem. So we are in that era right now. We have not had, I call it the crypto storm is coming. We have not had that wipe off yet. We will. It will come. And what you want to look for and be a part of the businesses that's going to survive that storm. Those are going to be the future multi-trillion-dollar companies in the world. The biggest companies in the world are going to come from the blockchain space. So when I look at Vara, I say, okay, what problem are you solving? Blockchain inefficiencies. What are the blockchain inefficiencies in Bitcoin? This is for those of you that don't understand Bitcoin. Well, one, the inability to scale, meaning that the Bitcoin blockchain was designed a certain way. And we call these the Bitcoin maximalists, since it's not controlled by any one person, but a community of miners. They believe that the core code should never be tampered with, should never be improved upon directly. Indirectly, yes, and indirectly is what we call layer 2. But directly, the layer 1 should be exactly as Satoshi Nakamoto wanted it to be. But the problem with that is that it's slow. It doesn't hold enough memory per block. Sometimes the transaction fees can be expensive. And so all of that is a problem. You can't scale on that. You can't build on that because it's only designed to record transactions of Bitcoin. The reason why Ethereum is so popular, because you can scale on it with their layer 2. Other businesses can create products and smart contracts and NFTs and everything else on that blockchain, on the Ethereum blockchain, but they have problems as well. Like right now, the Ethereum fees are skyrocketing high, anywhere between $40 to $100 something per transaction. So here we've got inability to scale is a problem. Congestion, what does that mean? When you do a Bitcoin transaction, when you're sending Bitcoin from one wallet to another wallet, before it gets to the other wallet, it needs to be confirmed on the blockchain, meaning all of the miners out there, at least 3 confirmations. And then it's now like what you want to call minted on the blockchain. That can happen sometimes very fast. Other times it can happen very slow. And this is why grocery stores and merchants are not doing Bitcoin to Bitcoin transactions instantly, because if you're in the grocery store and you're trying to buy your groceries and there's a line behind you, oh yeah, I'm going to pay with Bitcoin. But it's congested. There's a lot of, think of it like rush hour traffic on a freeway in the morning and in the evening. And I haven't done that in so long. The other day I had to take my son somewhere during rush hour traffic, and I remember why I hated being on a job. I like to drive when everybody's at work already. But there's traffic. Same thing happens with Bitcoin. So imagine you're trying to buy something at the grocery store and you pay for it with Bitcoin, but they can't let you leave until it's confirmed. What if it takes 10 minutes for that confirmation to go through? You think the people behind you want to sit there for 10 minutes? No. We need this thing happening fast. It's got to be as fast or faster than Visa and MasterCard, and your debit card, or your bank. So congestion, high transaction fees. Every time you use your debit card, whatever card you use at the grocery store or anywhere, you are paying a fee to do that transaction at the point of sale devices. So every time there's a transaction, there's a fee. Problem with crypto is sometimes those fees can be very, very low. Other times they can be high. And it's not universal. So it's still cheaper than using the bank transactions. But when you're doing a lot of transactions, especially on Ethereum, it can be very high. Immutability. What does he say about immutability? Let me listen to this.
Traditional layer 1 blockchain systems, put simply, haven't fully delivered on the promise of being able to build out a truly decentralized future. As revolutionary as Ethereum-based smart contracts were, they have been plagued with issues right from their outset. From scalability challenges, congestion, exorbitant transaction fees, and the immutability and finality of current smart contracts solutions, to name a few. It's these very issues that we are uniquely poised to address. Let's look at our journey. We've lived through these challenges, making the starting point of our technological journey to where we are today. Here's the backstory. We embarked on the development of our EVM blockchain with a focus on gaming solutions. As we delved into the realm of Web3 games, attempting to launch 500,000 wallets on the Polygon network, we unintentionally caused one of the most significant spikes in gas fees on their network. We then utilized EVM blockchains to craft a BaFin-compliant EUSD stablecoin backed by Societe Generale. All this.
That is huge right there. We'll be learning more about that. We're coming out with our own or stable coin called EUSD that's BaFin compliant. What does that mean? Well, BaFin is like the SEC in Europe, the BaFin. And we're BaFin compliant with our stable coin because it is backed. Like anytime you have a stable coin, like Tether, what is Tether backed by? What is USDC backed by? Well, ours is backed by Societe Generale Bank, which is one of the largest banks in Europe. This bank, how old is this thing? Years old, and well, I'm not sharing my screen right now, so you're not seeing my screen, but I am. I'm looking at this again. I got to put up the rundown for, yeah, okay. So they've got 117,000 people on staff, 25 million clients in 66 countries, 154 nationalities. Do you think that is just some startup? That is not a startup. They're what we call bona fide. They're legitimate. So BaFin compliant. Let's see what else he says here.
Was our way of showcasing our blockchain capability from a centralized standpoint. But layer 1 issues persisted. In the pursuit of a better way, we achieved something groundbreaking, a world first. It marked the first significant infrastructural advancement on the Bitcoin blockchain in years. A modeling language meticulously designed for compatibility with the Bitcoin blockchain and other UTXO-based blockchains. We now call it simple contract language. Our SEL technology reshapes Bitcoin into a smart contract capable ecosystem.
That is something you might want to put to memory or write down. SEL reshapes Bitcoin to be smart contract capable, just like Ethereum. That's the groundbreaking point of all of this.
For DeFi, NFTs, gaming, and a lot more. It's about unlocking new possibilities, fostering universal access, and rectifying the inefficiencies that plagued past blockchain solutions. This is our way of turning challenges into opportunities and reshaping the landscape of blockchain technology. Smart contract language is a chain agnostic and untethered from any native blockchain, granting unprecedented adaptability across UTXO-based distributed ledgers. It starts with Bitcoin layer 1 and layer 2, extending seamlessly to other layers and chains. This liberation is key. It unlocks boundless possibilities and facilitates cross-chain integration, effectively addressing the smart contract limitations of the past. Now, the solution.
That's important right there. He said cross-chain, which means it doesn't have to be just Bitcoin or just Ethereum. It could be any of the blockchains out there that we'll be able to service and cross into.
The Fusion1 Gateway Portal. This leads us to our solution, which is Fusion1, the gateway portal to unlocking the Bitcoin economy. This is where everything changes, a paradigm shift, a gateway for the sustainable, efficient, and access to the economic power of the Bitcoin network and the currency of the future.
Now you have to say, why is that so important? Because the only token in the world right now that is not being targeted as far as regulations concerned is Bitcoin. Everything else is being looked upon as a security, as a scam, as this or that. But Bitcoin is not going to be touched. So the problem, though, is you can't do anything on Bitcoin except just do transactions back and forth. Now, we're able to unlock that. That's why I said unlock the $700 billion of liquidity sitting in Bitcoin to be able to do all of these other transactions and businesses on the Bitcoin network that everybody already knows and trusts, because Bitcoin's not going anywhere.
Fusion1 isn't just a standalone entity. It's part of a powerful ecosystem that is powered by dark fusion technologies. This is the first significant breakthrough in DApp and token deployment on the Bitcoin network since its inception.
So how many of you wish you could go back to 2010, 2009, 2010 and get in on Bitcoin? Yeah, but we're there again right now. This is the next. It's like going from AOL dial-up on the internet to high-speed internet to which was with the cables and the wires, And then fast forward to what we're using now. We got hi-fi, Wi-Fi, we got satellite internet, we got all this stuff. So the internet went through phases. So will the blockchain and Bitcoin space. We are now at the beginning of the next phase. So if you miss it the first time around, you have a second chance right now.
Fusion1 as the internet during the dot-com era, as an access point that opens up the door to a comprehensive suite of DeFi tools and features. Traditionally, smart contracts were confined to specific blockchains. But Fusion1, powered by Dark Fusion's SCL, shatters these constraints. Now let's look at Bitcoin's untapped potential. The potential of Bitcoin's ecosystem is staggering. And until now, no one has been able to fully unlock its near infinite value. This is where Fusion1 steps in, leveraging the power of simple contract language to provide unprecedented access to the Bitcoin blockchain. Bitcoin has everything going for it. Considering the indicators in the market as highlighted by top asset managers choosing to invest in it, and with the upcoming halving in 2024, a significant event that adds to the momentum. It stands as the most trusted, secure, and established cryptocurrency, as well as the blockchain with the largest number of active wallet addresses. And then there's a staggering dominance of the entire cryptocurrency landscape. Its $700 billion market cap shadowing 50% of the entire market. However, up until this point, there have been no known smart contracts deployed on Bitcoin. This changes with Fusion1, an unprecedented breakthrough that introduces smart contract capabilities to the world's most prominent cryptocurrencies. The era of smart contracts on Bitcoin has begun. Now we look at the market positioning. Positioned at the crossroads of diverse and a multi-billion-dollar industries, Fusion1 holds a unique...
Hold on, I got to look at this more in detail here. See, in my presentations, I talk about three industries: Web 3.0, blockchain, and gaming. Here, what was it? Web 3.0, gaming. I forgot. I think it's one of those three. Here we got blockchain, gaming, fintech, and AI. So these two is new. We're adding in here fintech because the Dark Fusion technology is going to be introducing new products, fintech products. We already know about the gaming products. We know about the blockchain product. But this is what I'm curious next. Are they going to be going into something or introducing AI services? I haven't, and I'm telling this now, I know I get some privileged information, but I haven't heard anything about AI yet in the product portfolio. Fintech, yes. So let me hear what he says here.
Vantage point. With our foundational offerings, we're already positioned as the front runner in the blockchain space, set to unlock the vast liquidity of Bitcoin. Fusion1 strategically targets key industries to shape its future. Our focus spans fintech, blockchain, gaming, artificial intelligence, and more, collectively representing a market value surpassing $1 trillion. By harnessing the power of smart contract language, Fusion1 is evolving into foundational infrastructure that will underpin the future of these industries within the Bitcoin network. With our goals and technology stack, our innovation pillars are the guiding principles that underpin Fusion1, shaping the future of Bitcoin through smart contract language. Unlike traditional blockchains, we're not just a fork, but a standard setter, introducing...
I'm looking at these pillars here. Scalability, layer independence, layer one batching, unlimited scalability, efficiency, data efficiency, mutable contracts, accessibility, language agnostic, low barrier to entry, and decentralization, fully decentralized community governance. That's what Larry Fink was talking about. And if you don't know who Larry Fink is, you want to look him up. He's the CEO of BlackRock.
Foundational technology to the blockchain landscape. These innovation pillars encapsulate the essence of Fusion1, providing the foundation for scalable, accessible, efficient, and decentralized solutions that break free from constraints of traditional blockchain systems. Now let's look at the Fusion1 ecosystem. Welcome to the core of the Fusion1 revolution.
Okay, let me see this. Fusion Decentralized Exchange, Fusion Wallet, Fusion Validate, Fusion Explorer, Fair Gaming Network, Starvara Battle Royale. Okay, so what I know you already know. The Starvara Battle Royale, that's in beta right now. The Decentralized Exchange, which is Fusion, that hasn't launched yet. The Fusion Wallet, that part hasn't launched yet either, unless they're combining that with the Vara wallet we have, but that's still part of Starvara. Fusion Validate. This I don't know too much about yet, outside of the access keys. Fusion Explorer, I do know about that. That is the website that shows you every single transaction that's taken place on the network, just like Etherscan does for Ethereum. So this is the ecosystem for right now. Let's see.
The Fusion1 ecosystem is an amalgamation of innovation and meticulously curated.
Oh, and then what was announced yesterday was this, the Fair Gaming Network. So this is what they're going to be launching next week. So we got the Tuesday morning showcase to see. I did not know about this. There's something else I know about that I thought was going to be announced, and it wasn't. And yesterday was the first time I ever heard of this. Fair Gaming Network.
Products that promise enduring value for the Vara network. As Vara ambassadors, you stand at the forefront of this transformative Bitcoin future, gaining exclusive access and sales rights to a suite of world-class products in perpetuity. Imagine having access to the value and products that Ethereum built when smart contracts launched. This is where you are standing right now.
Okay, so those of you in the networking space, do you remember maybe 2019, 2020, or 2020, 2021? The every year or other year, I call it those flavor of the months that come into the crypto space. From ICOs to mining rigs, to pool mining, to or to trading bots and trading platforms, and then all of a sudden there was the smart contracts that took over. How many of you guys were in Twin Turbo back in the day? Remember that? The whole smart contract craze that came and then kind of died quickly. Well, that smart contract now is going to be coming back because of Bitcoin. The smart contract businesses, most of them all imploded under the Ethereum network, because especially when the fees got so high, those networks could not survive, especially in a down market. Those programs only thrived during the bull run when everything was going up. But the moment it starts to come down, they can't survive. So let's see here.
Now, with this enormous opportunity, let's delve into what awaits you in this dynamic landscape. With the imminent launch of Fusion1, your gateway to this thriving blockchain ecosystem is the Gateway Portal, an all-in-one access point unlocking the vast potential of the Bitcoin blockchain. What lies within this ecosystem? Let's explore the in-house and curated tools that define the value of Fusion1, tailored specifically for you. Here, you'll be able to access the Fusion Wallet. This SCL-enabled Bitcoin wallet marvel of blockchain technology facilitates secure transactions and storage of tokens created under the SCL token standard. You'll be able to seamlessly send and receive SCL tokens and other UTXO tokens like Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, and more at lightning speeds and minimal cost. And the big
So that's going to be my favorite because for those of you who know how to use MetaMask, Trust Wallet, combined with Uniswap and PancakeSwap, you get all of that in Fusion.
big launch later in December. Stay tuned for the launch of SEL. With the full launch of SEL to the public, you'll also gain access to the Fusion DEX for decentralized token trading on the Bitcoin blockchain. It heralds a new era of decentralized token trading where you'll be able to mint, host, list, bid, and buy SEL tokens. Now, let's uncover the Fusion Validate system, our yield program. Here you can run tokens through our
Yield program. Do you know what else was also flavor of the month a couple years ago? How many of you remember the term yield farming? People made millions off of that in roughly a 7 to 10 month period when that was the flavor of the month at the time. Yield farming.
nodes, earning rewards for contributing to the validation of our network, all easily managed and monitored. And lastly, there is a Fusion Explorer, our dedicated tool for ensuring a secure and transparent Bitcoin blockchain.
Let me pull that link up real quick for those of you who you don't have it. Where is it? That's the knowledge base. Here it is, Vara SEL Explorer. So it is just explorer.vara.gg. And let me put it in the chat box here. Actually, I want to share screen. When it gets to that, Daryl, well, I'll rewind it a little bit what he says about the nodes, because I'm only going by what he's saying here. So give me a second. I want to share screen. All right, so this is the Explorer. This is like Etherscan, and I'll pull up Etherscan. So this is Etherscan that Ethereum uses. Every single transaction on Ethereum, you can see, just like Bitcoin has its own blockchain.com. Every single Ethereum transaction is on here. You can put in your Ethereum wallet address and it'll pop up here. Well, ours with simple contract language is this one. So you'll be able to put in your address, your transaction hash, whatever block or token, and it's all going to pop up here. Biggest Vara holders. Huh. I wonder if it's got me in here, because oh no, I got them in multiple wallets. I have more than 100-something thousand Vara holder tokens. Wow, so top 5. The 5th is 120,000. My library. What does this count? 109,000. So I'm right off from that. Okay. Transaction ID, every single transaction that takes place. And transactions are taking place. This was 11/11. Today's 11/11. So you want to save this link onto your dashboard. Okay, let me stop. Yes, Miguel, this is being recorded. StreamYard automatically records. Okay, and bring this back up.
Or to the
go back.
ecosystem
He said something about nodes.
or easily on our SEL tokens. Now, let's uncover the Fusion Validate system, our yield program.
Okay, the Fusion Validate system, our yield program. All right, let's see what he says about this.
Here you can run tokens through our nodes, earning rewards for contributing to the validation.
Okay, so this is not the access keys. The nodes is this. All right, did I download it on here? Anybody who has this has a node. No, this is the Vara app. Also, the Fusion1. So in this case, for the DFT, every app is the node on your mobile device. So that is separate from the access keys that we have for Starvara. So let me go back just a little bit, let him finish talking there.
And access to the Fusion DEX for decentralized token trading on the Bitcoin blockchain. It heralds a new era of decentralized token trading where you'll be able to mint, host, list, bid, and buy SEL tokens. Now, let's uncover the Fusion Validate system, our yield program. Here you can run tokens through our nodes, earning rewards for contributing to the validation of our network, all easily managed and monitored. And lastly,
and in other words, too, you don't have to pay to have the node. The fact that you have the app, you're part of the system on the DFT side.
There is a Fusion Explorer, our dedicated tool for ensuring a secure and transparent Bitcoin blockchain. And there's even more to this ecosystem with added partner products, starting with one I'm sure you're already familiar with, the Starvara Battle Royale. And it doesn't stop there. We've partnered with
Now, again, I know people are going to want more questions about the validators and the nodes. The more they talk, especially in the coming weeks, that will be fleshed out more. The more they start talking about the Fusion launch, and then we'll hear more about what those nodes are, how they work, how does it correlate with the access keys, and what that means. So that the information hasn't been fully fulfilled just yet.
Incredible product partner we're proud to introduce to the Fusion1 ecosystem, introducing the Fair Gaming Network.
Now, this is big. So we already have Starvara. I don't know what this is. Explore Bitcoin-based gaming, sports, esports, and iGaming coming next week. This is kind of like a Steam, so to speak. Let's see.
I'm going to leave it there. There's much, much more to come.
Oh, so he's not going to talk about this until next week. He just let the cat out the bag of what's coming.
On the Fair Gaming, as we dedicating the entirety of next week to unveiling the full scope and value that this partner product has to offer. There we have it.
Interesting, he said something there. This partner product. So that leads me to believe this isn't something that they developed themselves, but they're in partnership with other gaming entities or titles and partnering together to use our technology for their product. I actually like that because that means there's going to be a whole lot more of that happening too. And yeah, that's very, very good.
The beginnings of the already incredible product suite that Fusion1 is. And this is where you as Vara ambassadors will be able to thrive, becoming the e-commerce marketplace for the future of Bitcoin, all driven by Vara. Now that we've explored the exciting product offerings of Fusion1 set to launch in December, let's dive into the engine that powers it all, the Fusion1 tokenomics. These tokens are not just keys to features, but gateways to many opportunities, fostering community engagement and enhancing the user value within our platform. Now, the Fusion1 gateway is launching with 3 utility tokens, each activating validators within their respective networks and fully tradable on our upcoming decentral exchange. Be sure to check out our updated tokenomics when they are released at the end of the month. But in the meantime, let's dive into the utility behind these tokens. Vara, our cryptographic utility token, serves as the backbone for validating the Vara network and ensuring secure transactional services. Vara plays a vital role in connecting our ambassador program with that of the greater Fusion1 ecosystem. Now, the Dark Fusion Gas Token, or DFG, the functional utility and reward.
Dark Fusion Gas Token, Did you say DFG?
Ensuring secure transactional services. Vara plays a vital role in connecting our ambassador program with that of the greater Fusion1 ecosystem. Now, the Dark Fusion Gas Token, or DFG, the functional utility and reward token for the Dark Fusion network. This is our Dark Fusion token, is another key player in our ecosystem.
So the DFT, I'm just trying to figure out, the DFT token will be called DFG. I'm going to need more information on that. Let me rewind just a little bit.
Plays a vital role in connecting our ambassador program with that of the greater Fusion1 ecosystem. Now, the Dark Fusion Gas Token, or DFG, the functional utility and reward token for the Dark Fusion network. This is our Dark Fusion token, is another key player in our ecosystem with a unique position in the Fusion1 gateway. DFG incentivizes active participation in the Dark Fusion protocol, contributing to the robustness of our entire network. And thirdly, we have the FAIR token for the Fair Gaming Network. More to come next week. Now, these tokens are the lifeblood of our validator program, integral to maintaining the network integrity. Validators are the guardians of the network, which play a pivotal role in ensuring stability and security. They validate transactions, authenticate contracts, and are compensated for their vital services. Validators contribute computing resources, processing and hosting of transactions, and smart contracts on the Bitcoin network. As SEL contracts are independent of a native blockchain layer, validators play a crucial role in data and storage management, earning rewards for their services. Validator seeding is Fusion1's unique approach to compensating users for participating in the ecosystem. As guardians of our network, validators earn fees shared with users who seed them, enhancing their earning potential. Our user-friendly dashboard simplifies this process, making participation accessible to everyone.
Right there. Because I know, how do I become a validator? Do I have to buy an access key? Not for this. The only thing you have to do is have the Fusion dApp on your mobile device. And you're now a validator. It's accessible to everyone. Now, does it mean that you do anything? You still have to decide if you're going to be staking certain of those tokens. Just like anybody can do yield farming on Uniswap or PancakeSwap. You don't have to buy software for that. You're providing your tokens to be used. Same concept here, only it's all being done in one dashboard. I'll be getting more in detail on this when they unveil more of it.
Fusion1's primary mission is to facilitate validator seeding, creating a robust network of providing users with earning opportunities. Ambassadors, founders, and Vara holders can access exclusive yield prospects and the EUSD yield program, which offers additional growth, all accessible through the transparent Fusion Validate interface.
Now, one thing I'm going to tell you guys is I am going to be heavily involved doing staking, and I'm not spending any of my tokens or coins, because I remember what happened when yield farming first came out. Those cats made millions in a short period of time. This is at the beginning, and especially when we know about the Vara token. The Vara token is going to be going through a burning process, starting out with 1 billion. And when all the burning is finished, that there will only be 1 million of them in the ecosystem. 1 million. So I was sharing, who did I share with? I think my inner circle, that there's a certain amount of tokens, if I were you, that I would make sure I sat on and forgot I ever have. The way I'm going to forget I'm going to have them is I'm staking them. I'm not selling them. and then we'll let the burning continue. I want to earn percentages of all the Vara tokens.
Every transaction and every contract executed within the Fusion1 ecosystem contributes to the value of these tokens. As more projects, entrepreneurs, and users engage within our ecosystem, the demand for these tokens rises, fostering a cycle of growth. By being part of this Fusion1 ecosystem, not only opens doors to a myriad of opportunities, but also actively contributes to the growing support of our tokens. As our community thrives, so does the value of Vara, DFG, and all our other tokens, reflecting the dynamic and evolving nature of the Fusion1 ecosystem and the role played by you, our Vara ambassadors, as the sales and distribution arm of this epic endeavor. Now let's look to the future. We are going to reveal what Fusion1 will have to offer you come its grand launch in December, with its wallet, decentral exchange, validator program, the Starvara Battle Royale game, and the newly announced Fair Gaming Network. Let's consider what is in store for the future of Fusion.
Stop right there. Everything we've done up to this point was just based on getting ready for Starvara itself, just the game. But look at what's about to drop in 3 weeks. He goes over this. You see what he says again.
Decentral exchange, validator look to the future. We are going to reveal what Fusion1 will have to offer you come its grand launch in December, with its wallet, decentral exchange, validator program, the Starvara Battle Royale.
Fusion wallet, decentralized exchange, validator program, the Starvara Battle Royale
game, and the newly announced Fair Gaming Network.
And the Fair Gaming Network. And what are we selling again? You gotta have a choice on what you want to do.
Let's consider what is in store for the future of Fusion1. As we propel Fusion1 into the future, we're at the forefront of migrating to the Bitcoin network, layers 1 and layers 2, ushering in an era of faster, more scalable, and cost-effective transactions. Yet the true power lies in what we offer to developers and the public, enabling simple contract language and the rapid deployment of smart contracts, dApps, products, and services on the Bitcoin block.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at this. I like to read in between the lines here. Okay, we got expansion of products, proliferation of SCL-based dApps, products and services, open source SCL, language agnostic, trustful APIs, Unity and Unreal SDKs, blockchain-based games, point of sales. This is also very, very big. Point of sale devices, where actually now your phone is a point of sale device. Decentralized content sharing platforms. Oh, that can be big. We're talking about social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, except it's decentralized. That's going to be very, very, very big. Lending and borrowing protocols. I mentioned this as a hint on Crypto Talk this morning. I was talking about this. Tokenization contacts, NFT marketplaces. You're going to start to hear real NFTs, because now these are NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain that's actually minted on the blockchain, not just pointing to where it's supposed to be. Play to earn games. Well, we got that with wait. But hold up though. It's plural. They didn't say play to earn game, Starvara. It said play to earn games. Meaning there's going to be more. Private permissions networks. I see these are all in black, but it's going around the core. Fusion Decentralized Exchange, Starvara Battle Royale, Fair Gaming Network, Fusion Explorer, Fusion Validate, and Fusion Wallet. And then it's expanding from here. Huh. Okay.
Chain. And that means in time to come, not only will you have access to our core in-house product offerings, but a plethora of independently developed ones to choose from. leveraging the versatility of SEL to be employed in countless ways, from lending and borrowing protocols and asset management platforms, NFT minting and marketplaces, a revitalization of blockchain gaming with scalability and real value, true decentralized social media and messaging platforms offering real...
Oh, he said it. True decentralized of social media and messaging platforms. So think of like the Telegrams and the WhatsApps and the Twitters. Let me back that up just a bit. I caught that.
Platforms, NFT minting and marketplaces, a revitalization of blockchain gaming with scalability and real value, true decentralized social media and messaging platforms offering real privacy and anonymity. The potential here is limitless. And you, as the Vara ambassadors, get to be here at the beginning of the Fusion1 adventure. And on that note, ambassadors, this entire ecosystem has been meticulously crafted with you in mind. However you choose to engage, there is value to be gained with a comprehensive compensation plan designed not only to empower you, but to ensure a secure and sustainable network. Your Vara journey with Fusion1 promises boundless benefits and rewards. As Vara ambassadors, you're standing at the forefront of the Fusion1 launch.
Okay, so what you guys need to understand now, the entire ecosystem is going to be based around Fusion1. Fusion1 is the core. Everything else is wrapped around it. I'm thinking this out loud because I'm thinking on how I present and what I'm speaking on. Up till now, we've been leading with the game Starvara. And then we go into, Fusion1 and all that stuff. When in actuality, when all is said and done, we begin with Fusion1 and then we expand out to all the services that this technology is creating, like Starvara as one, fintech services, banking solutions, the decentralized exchange of Fusion itself, the different products and games, the financial services, the fair gaming network, the esports and betting and all that stuff. So I'm thinking out loud right now as I'm seeing this.
Your role as the sales and distribution arm of this massive endeavor means you're not just earning rewards, you're steering the adoption of the Bitcoin future, becoming influencers in a decentralized revolution. This is your chance to be on the ground floor of something profound, something that changes how we engage with technology today. So welcome to the Fusion1 future. So ambassadors, what have we discussed and achieved here? We have created the key to unlock the power of the Bitcoin network, the most reliable, the most trusted, the most recognized, and the most valuable blockchain. And it's all happening right now. We're handing the keys over to you, the network, to access all this immense value, unlocking $700 billion worth and more of on-chain value across multiple industries, ready to create a paradigm shift. Thank you for joining us today, and be sure to tune in next week to find out more about the exciting upcoming partner product, the Fair Gaming Network. See you then.
Well, all right. So I got a better understanding, and I'm getting just ideas in my head since I see the vision of where they're going with this. There's going to be a enhanced compensation plan that will be announced maybe next week or definitely by the end of the month. because there's more product and services being added and more ways for us to make money. So be on the lookout for that. I know the packs, as you know them, are also changing, but they're still there right now. So you might want to take advantage of them while you can, especially the access keys. You want to get your hands on as many as you can before the price goes up, and it will. I already saw what the price is going to be when they pull that trigger. So right now, you're able to get. I'll say this way: you're able to get 2 access keys right now for less than it's going to cost to get 1 access key when the price goes up. How about, let me put it that way. So you want to get as much as you can. So I hope you learned something new. I hope I was able to break that down a little bit more understanding. If you still have questions, that's what these are designed for. We're going to have another showcase on Tuesday. Next week, we're going to hear all about the Fair Gaming Network. I'm doing a Vara presentation tomorrow night. I'm gonna be doing some new slides. I'm gonna change it up just a bit. So I can't wait to see how this is all gonna pan out, so that we can really put our foot down and go to work. So I still haven't done that just yet. So that is it for tonight. Wish you guys the best. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, the same time, but the link is different. I will post the link right now. Vara presentation for the 12th. Yeah, here it is. I'm putting the link in the comments here, and I'll also post it in Telegram group. So tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, invite. It's crazy if you're not telling anybody about this, because you're going to hear about it eventually. Invite. So with that, take care, everybody. Bitcoin Brandon out. I'm going to end by playing, what clip do I want to play? The Battle Royale, yeah, because that's coming up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.